For today's class, we have multiplication. We are to start that understanding multiplication as repeated addition. The simple definition of multiplication for today's class is what? Multiplication is simply adding the same number multiple times. For instance, you are given example A, 3 times 2. We write what? 3 plus 3 into 2 places. 2 places, that's why we have 1, 2. So 3 plus 3 gives us what? 6. If you don't know how we got 6, you can check our previous classes where we treated addition. The next example we have is what? Example B. And we are given 5 times 4. So we write what? 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. Why are we to stop now? Because we have 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 plus 5 gives us what? 10. 10 plus 5 gives us 15. Plus another 5 gives us what? 20. So we have that 5 times 4 gives us 20. So we now have 10 times 7. How do we solve it? Try solving it by yourself. Pause this video and try to solve it yourself. So let's solve together now. 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is it up to 7? No, we add another plus 10. So let's add. 10 plus 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and 70. Therefore, we have that 10 times 7 is what? 70. As simple as that. So the next subtopic we have is what? Multiplication table. Please, if you are distracted, set aside that distraction. This is a very vital topic and aspect of mathematics. We have 0 times 1 to give us 0. 0 times 2, 0. 0 times 3, 0. 0 times 4, 0. And 0 times 5, 0. So what do we observe from here? We observe that anything times 0 gives us 0. Even if you are asked 1 times 0, it will give you 0. So far there is a multiplication table and there is a 0, it gives us 0. Imagine if you are given 1.65 times 0. What will be your answer? 0. Why? Because there is a multiplication table and there is a 0 here. Remember, I am educator Blessing. If you have Blessing now times 0, we have what? 0. So far there is a multiplication and there is a 0. Your answer must be a 0. Another thing you should note is that the answer derived after multiplication is called what? Product. What did I say? Product. Product is an answer gotten after what? Multiplication. So let's go to the next one, which is 1 time. Table 1. 1 times 1 gives us 1. 1 times 2 gives us 2. Can you observe something? 1 times anything gives us that thing. So when we have 1 times 2, it gives us this 2. 1 times 3 gives us this 3. 1 times 4 gives us this 4. 1 times 5 gives us what? 5. So 1 times anything gives you that anything. So if we have something like 1 times 6.5, we have what? 6.5. 1 times educator Blessing, let's call it BB, gives us what? BB. 1 times U gives us what? U. 1 times 1,000 gives us what? 1,000. As simple as that. Note that 1 times anything gives you that same digits. We go back to the next one. 2 times 1. 2 times 1. We can see that anything times 1 gives us that same thing. Whether it is like this, 1 times, whether it's like this, 1 times 5 to give us 5, or 5 times 1 to give us 5. It's the same thing. Whether you interchange the position of this 1, so far it's times 1, it must give us that 5. So now we have 2 times 1, it gives us what? 2. That's good. So we have 2 times 2. Note now, for you to solve multiplication, you must learn your addition. And that's why when I was starting this topic, I started with what? Addition. So now, I've seen a lot of pupils trying to figure out how to get this multiplication table or trying to cram it. There is a method for you to know the individual products of this multiplication table without having to cram it, and that is by using what? The addition rule. And because of that, these two here, this answer we have gotten here plus this one and this two, we have to add both of them. So when you are given 2 times 2, you don't know it, but you know that 2 times 1 is what? 2. So what are you to do? This 2 plus this 2 gives us what? 4. This 4 here plus this 2 here gives us what? 6. This 6 here plus this 2 here gives us what? 8. So imagine, I know that 2 times 4 is 8, but I don't know what is 2 times 5. I'll say, what is 2 times 5? So 2 times 4 gives us 8. What are we to do? We do the 8 here, this product we have gotten here. 8 plus this 2, which will give us what? 9, 10. Then I have my answer as 10. Do the rest till 12. Continue with this method till 12. Now we have for the next table 3. 3 times 1. Remember, we said that anything times 1 gives us that anything. 3 times 1 gives us what? 3. As simple as that. For 3 times 2, if you don't know what is 3 times 2, the product of 3 times 2, but we know that the product of 3 times 1 is 3. What are we to do? We start with that our addition rule. And that is this 3 plus this 3. 3 plus 3 gives us what? 6. And we have 6. Now we know that 3 times 2 is 6. But we don't know 3 times 3. So what are we to do? The product here, 6 plus this 3, gives us what? 9. 9 plus 3 gives us 12. 12 plus 3 gives us 15. So we can see that 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 4 is 12. 3 times 5 is 15. Note now. You can use this formula to get any multiplication table of your choice, no matter how complex. Using this addition rule will simplify it for you. Assuming you are given 13 times 1 and you are asked to find the individual products. So let's solve this one together. So 13 times 1 gives us what? 13, as we have said before. Anything times 1 gives us that same thing. So we have 13. For us to get this one, we don't know it, but we can get it. 13 plus 13 gives us what? 3 plus 3 gives us 6. 1 plus 1 gives us 2. So our answer is 26. You can see it. Now we know that 13 times 2 is 26, but we don't know what is 13 times 3. So what are we to do? We are to do 26 plus 13. 26 plus 13. 6 plus 3 gives us what? 9. 2 plus 1 gives us what? 3. We have 39. You are given 13 times 4. We don't know it. But you know that 13 times 3 is 39. What are we to do? We add 13. Again. 9. We bring out 3 fingers. 9 plus 3. Bring out 3 fingers. 9. We start with 10. We don't start with 9 again. No. We start with 10, 11, 12. And because it is 12, we write what? The 1 at the back. The last digit. And we carry what? Our 1. Remember, when I was teaching addition, I said you should add the what? Plus sign. If you are just starting to learn maths, add this plus sign. Okay? So we have that 9 plus 3 gives us what? 12. We write 2, carry 1. 3 plus 1 gives us what? 4 plus 1 gives us what? 5. So we have that 13 times 4 is what? Then the last but not the least, we have that 13 times 4 is 52. But we don't know what is 13 times 5. So we say what? 52 plus 13. And we have 65. And this marks the end of our class for today. We are going to continue with multiplication of one-digit number, word problems. I want to see you there so that you can develop and build your mathematics foundation. I would love to see you there. Thank you.